Hey everyone, welcome to Consultant Mastery 101. Today's topic is summer party ideas because summer is a great party time. Whether you want to call it a party or a social or a gathering or a get together or a girls' night or pajama party or whatever you want to call it, getting together and having fun is great during the summer. The weather's beautiful, people are out and about. So we are going to talk about some ideas for that, share, brainstorm, give you some fun game ideas, and Evelyn and Maria and I are, I'm kidding. Evelyn's like, wait a minute. I'm just kidding. Hey, you're a leader and you're here, so just saying. No, Maria and I are a little bit more prepared for that role, but we're just going to have a good conversation and give you some ideas and get some feedback and see where we go. So, all right. Let's see. Marie, do you think we should just show that photo first, the one when I showed you, with some just ideas just to get rolling? Or
Yep.
did you have any ideas?
Let's just preface it because summertime is it's a great time of year. I love the summertime, but sometimes our business is a little different in the summertime than it is the rest of the year. So I think, I don't know, and I'm just speaking for myself, and if you agree with me, just shake your head, nod your heads. But we have to be a little bit more spontaneous when it comes to summertime and be prepared, and more or less to have like these little pop-up summer soirees, or like Lori said, whatever you want to call them. Mm-hmm. So I think it's about being prepared and just kind of being open and creative to how you want to share Jafra. Maybe not necessarily in the traditional party where everybody's sitting around a kitchen table or a dining room table or in the living room. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So just to keep your mind open and to just imagine yourself or imagine the possibilities of what could happen, when you take one of these ideas and you run with it, because it can be a lot of fun, and it can include a different group of people too, so which is fun. We're going to talk about that too.
Yes. All right, so just to get the conversation started, this is a list of 8 ideas that came from Step Into Success, Belinda Ellsworth's direct sales training group. And this was posted, so just throwing them out there, and you guys, let's talk about how that might look in real life. So we have patio parties, park play dates, Margarita Monday, Sangria and Sandals, Friday Fiesta, Tropical Tuesday, Sunday brunch, or afternoon tea. Now there's a bunch of different ways you could go with these, obviously. Like a patio party, you could just call a few friends and say, hey, come over, I'm gonna, let's do strawberry lemonade on the porch, and there's all kinds of things you can do. But this one says, take your parties outside on the patio. During the summer months, guests want to be outside enjoying the weather. Serve refreshing cocktails and fruit and create a laid-back atmosphere while showing your products.
I know I do a lot of the foot spa parties out on people's patios, their decks, or even around their pools. Mm-hmm. And it's nice because with the daylight savings time, it stays light out till like 8:30 now. So it's nice, and it's fun to be able to, to display and to have a different kind of an atmosphere outside. I love doing them myself. It really is.
Definitely.
You don't have to worry about the mess or
no. Some water spills, who cares?
That's great.
That's great. Spray it down. Yeah. So if you have kids, then you could do even park play dates. So for the moms go, oh my gosh, my kids are home from school, I don't have time, I can't do that, then you suggest a park play date. So booking a party with busy moms during the summer, kids are at home, which can make booking a party a little more difficult. Take your party to the park where moms can bring their kids to play. So the concept would be, you could be near a play structure, always a bonus. Obviously not something where like a swimming pool where parents are going to be, looking eyes like a hawk on their kids and not paying attention to you. That would probably not be conducive to something good. But it's great if you can just have a place for the kids, or you could do mommy and me nails, or little girls love to do nails. Even boys will get into it just if they're like 2 or 3, which can be a hot mess. So I would not suggest it. But mostly it's like, bring your kids, the girls can do this, and have something for the boys. If they have boys, you could get your own teenager, if you have one, or another teenager to watch the kids nearby or in a different room or whatever. Put a movie on. There's all kinds of things you could do to give yourself an hour of more I guess, focus. So if you have ideas for the kids, and you can include the moms no matter what that is. Do you guys have any other ideas that you could include kids during the summer?
I know we used to, when my kids were little, all the moms would get together one day a week at someone's house, and all the kids would play together in whatever little playroom that was at that house. And we would just sit around and have, coffee, tea, or whatever. So, great opportunity to display, not even have an official Jafra party, with the whole demonstration, but just to have the products there so that moms can play with them. And I highly recommend you bringing like the kids' fragrances, the baby products, because moms are likely to buy for their kids too. It's like, how cute to have a little cologne for your little 3-year-old son, just like that.
Exactly.
So it's more like a kind of like a play and show, share and show kind of a party. I think works a lot better because it can get distracting when there's kids there too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it's just have a good time.
Evelyn, have you done any with kids, or have you thought of any ideas like that?
I really haven't done much with kids at all. By the time I was really doing Jafra, Sabrina was so much older, and she'd come with me to work the parties with me. So I don't know. I really like the ideas of them being at the park and doing the kids' products alongside of the mom's products. I think it's a really cool idea. And you get to bring the kids over too, and so they're not as distracted off on the swings or whatever, and moms are thinking, are my kids safe? So I really like that idea. Thank you.
Especially now with the specials that everybody got texted, emailed, there's a lot of kids products. There's the beach towels, there's bath towels, there's all the little kids fun little, not only product, but the little accessories that go with it too. So that's ideal for this time of year.
And if you're into crafts, you could even have something where you do a craft, like where the moms get to play with makeup and the kids get to play with making something for their moms or something like that, because kids really like to do fun crafts that obviously need to be something simple, but you could Google simple kids crafts and come up with 5 million ideas. Google is our friend in direct selling. So you can do that and just come up with some things. Again, if you have some older nephews or nieces or anybody like that, you could have them come in and help with the crafts, and then do something like that where you are kind of helping the moms or talking to the moms and the kids are doing the crafts. And somehow you could even combine the two things. I mean, there's different ways you can go. You could get some older makeup that it's not like the current colors, and let them play with that in color. I mean, there's all kinds of things because, it's wet dry. So you could use an older palette as like fun colors to dip water in with a paintbrush, and they would get a big kick out of that. I mean, I'm just kind of going off the top of my head right now, but there's all kinds of fun things you could do,
Yeah, if you pull up a coloring page of like a face for them to be able to color in, and with the old makeup, I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
But I love the idea of going to like the park or the swimming pool or whatever it is. And because, everybody's just kind of sitting around, and how cool would it be to you to come? I'll show you later my little cooler with all my cool products in it. So it becomes a conversation piece that the moms can all sit around and talk and try too, really casually, and non-threatening too. So, which is fun.
Yep. Exactly. Be super cool.
Yep.
All right. So Margarita Monday, I'm always good for a margarita. It's one of my favorite things. And even if you have people that, don't want to drink alcohol, which is totally fine, you could do ones that are non-alcoholic. There's plenty of drinks you can do. You can, again, if you Google summer blended drinks or summer drinks, or, and some of them can look really cool too. If you mix the right things together, totally non-alcoholic, but you can mix things. You could have drinks for the kids and drinks for the moms. I mean, there's different things you could do. So you could mix it and still have it be a kid-friendly event. Especially if it looks cool. Kids love different colors, and, there's all kinds of things you could find.
Find those little umbrellas, and any drink with an umbrella in it is...
It makes it look cooler.
I know we do still, I know that spa-garitas, so that way you can have any kind of margarita.
Exactly.
Involved in it.
And if you want to do it as a happy hour, which is what it's talking about here, give your guests something to look forward to after work on Monday. And generally, I have found Mondays aren't a super popular day to to want to go and do something because it's the beginning of the week. But if you're offering a happy hour kind of situation, you get a lot more people who are coming straight from work like, oh yeah, you're going to pay? I'll be there, you know? So you could do happy hour and where they can mingle and enjoy your products. So it's not so much of a you sit down and present, but it's more of here's a couple different stations you can try, and maybe even have a different drink option at every station. I mean, there's different things you could do there. You know, so it just depends on what you're comfortable with and what your guests are comfortable with. But if you're marketing it as an adult only kind of after hour, you know, cocktail hour, then that's going to be pretty obvious to anyone you're inviting.
And you can get like margaritas in the can now. So
Yeah.
if you have your little sporty cooler with you with your Jaffress products in it, you can throw a couple of those little margarita cans in there, and you can have a pop-up margarita party wherever.
Exactly. That would be cool too. That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
As long as you can walk home. No, I'm kidding. I'm teasing.
I know. So you're sitting by the pool with the kids, and here comes
Right.
super margarita.
Maybe, yeah, maybe not. Jaffrey does not want to promote drinking and driving. So you have to make sure that you're not having it be that kind of an event.
But they can just be the mixes too.
Yes. Oh yeah, totally. Yep. And like you said, if you Oriental Trading Company is, I think it's orientaltrading.com or it's orientaltradingcompany.com. I can't remember. They have a whole bunch of stuff, theme stuff like that, super, super cheaply. And of course you can go on Amazon. But
the Dollar Tree is great.
Oh yeah, Dollar Tree too, where you can get the little umbrellas, or you can get the little, you know, little fun, what do you call it, straws. You can get cups that are super cute for $1, and they can take it home as kind of a guest gift.
I always say, it's, you know, every party has to have a party favor.
Right, exactly.
So a little cup, you know, and they usually come like 10 in a package for $1.
Yeah.
So, and it's just a cute little idea.
Yeah. I mean, and if you really want to go higher end, you can get glass, really cute decorated glass items for $1 each. So it just depends on what your hostess wants and what you want to do. But you just have to remember you're setting yourself up for expectations at the next party. So if you're not willing to spend, you know.
Sometimes too, I just give the suggestion to the hostess. Not necessarily that you as the consultant have to go out, but like I would say, you know, wouldn't this be really fun, Lori? Let's have a Margarita Monday. You know, you can go to the dollar store, and she'd be like, oh yeah, I can go. I'll get, because she's going to go out and buy refreshments anyways, and paper plates and cups and whatever she's going to serve. So you're just like giving her the suggestion and creating that whole theme for her, and she's the one that actually goes out and gets it all.
Exactly.
To bring a couple of things.
You know, you could even go to the Dollar Tree and grab a couple of things and set them up on a shelf, like things that they sell, and take a picture of it as ideas for things that they could get at the Dollar Tree or that kind of thing too. I mean, at some point you'd probably want to buy something so they don't kick you out for just walking around taking pictures of their stuff. But you could put some super cute ideas together and have them on your phone. Most of your galleries have little folders you can put certain pictures in. So you could save that picture and, you know, other pictures as just randomly you see them in stores. Like, here's an idea from this store. Here's an idea from the Dollar Tree. Here's an idea from here. So your hostesses don't have to come up with things on their own, because a lot of them really worry about that. And they like, how can I, you know, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be a hostess. And that's where we come in, because we want to give them great ideas. Or if you're hosting your own party, you're giving yourself reminders of, oh yeah, I saw that at wherever it is.
Right. Perfect.
So sangria and sandals, another very similar kind of idea. Spa products or nail products have the guests show up in sandals to get a summer foot treatment while helping themselves to a glass of sangria. Same idea, the same kind of concept, but with spa and nails versus a happy hour mingling. This is more of a spa party where they're going to soak their feet or treat their feet. So it's more of a sit down and do this instead of just mingling and trying things. But same idea. And then Friday Fiesta. Look for a fun way to start off the weekend. Book a fiesta themed party where you can serve Mexican dips, dishes, and tequila cocktails. Obviously, I'm seeing a theme here. but the idea is, again, that you have a theme and it's something fun and it's something that kind of Friday Fiesta that goes together. It kind of rolls off your tongue and it makes sense. All right, I'm seeing a comment in my chat box. Oh, nice, Evelyn. Thank you. Evelyn posted the link to Oriental Trading, and it is orientaltrading.com. So that's Friday Fiesta, Tropical Tuesday. I don't know why it says looking for fun. Okay, it looks like they didn't put they accidentally copied and pasted that one. So Tropical Tuesday, I would think would be roughly the same. You could do a tropical kind of drinks. You could do, it's just something that goes together. Teas, Tropical Tuesday, the same concept. Sunday brunch, everyone loves late morning mimosas. Host a girls brunch with mimosas and chicken and waffle sliders. If you like to cook, not like me, they'll love catching up with friends and enjoying your products. I would be like, everyone bring some chicken nuggets because we're going to have some. No, I'm kidding. Not really. I'm totally kidding. Now, the mimosas I can get behind. The chicken and waffle sliders, yeah, that's going to be a little too much for me. But you could do like a fruit plate. You could do there's all kinds of things you could do. I'm a big fan of fresh fruit that's been chilled because you can have that, and you can have some other finger foods, things like that. Something that's super simple, and you could do it Sunday brunch. You could do it Sunday afternoon. I mean, there's any amount of things there.
Yeah.
Afternoon tea. Book an afternoon tea party. Tea, hot or iced. Finger foods and tiny sandwiches. So peanut butter and jellies. I'm kidding. I may or may not have kids and not like to cook. Just saying. Finger foods and tiny sandwiches.
Just have cookies.
Exactly.
Had a tea with the Girl Scouts, and they just had cookies. And
I can open a can of tuna with the best of them. So I'm kidding. But it's a great way to spend an afternoon shopping with friends. So again, and even if you don't have because of course you don't want to have every single item. You do not want to be the girl that I was when I started, where I brought 4 boxes of stuff to every party. You only want to have a few things that you can show people. So you're just going to want to bring a few things, and then they can go on their phone and shop online on your website if you want to, or browse the digital brochure if you don't have them, or if you have them in person, you can hand them out where they can just kind of browse through them while they're having iced tea and finger food.
Right, exactly.
Fun times.
Yeah.
So there's another one you can do you can call it an ice cream party, you can call it banana split party, you can call it whatever you want to call it. There's a couple different ways to go. But we were talking about this kind of the ice cream festival, ice cream, what do you want to call it? Ice cream social, where you have different ice creams, and you can do banana splits, or you can have all the fixings, or you can do just ice cream because that's what it is, and it's great by itself, and have some toppings to choose from. But you can also make that a theme. And one of the things that Jackie had looked up recently and talked about was the ice cream personality quiz, which can be part of your ice cream social, and it's just kind of fun. So we thought we would do that today and have you guys do the ice cream personality test. So this is popping up on your screen for you guys to do this. So pick your favorite ice cream from the list. And I think I said you can actually do more than one if you want to, but your favorite is basically the way you want to go. And I think there's 10 choices. So scroll down. No.
Right. And if you're going to do this, you could even, if you wanted to, focus on all the different eye creams we have.
Mm-hmm.
The ice creams, we have the eye transformer, we have the royal jelly eye caps, we have the royal jelly, the new royal rituals eye, we have the gold eye cream, and we also have the time dynamics eye cream. So we have 5 different five different eye creams that can complement, they complement all of the skincare regimens that we have. But even if, because I think most women are mostly concerned about their eye area. So I think that would be really just a fun thing to do. It's simple, it's quick, once again, because we're trying to be really spontaneous at our parties, as opposed to, dragging it on and on and on. And I think it's a lot of fun. I love doing that. Absolutely. It's fun. So, like I said, the 5 different ice creams, and then you could even do 5 different ice creams to kind of keep it all equally fun. Hey, she's back.
Exactly. our doorbell's broke as this little kid from across the street was banging on the door. So I had to go get it 'cause my family has the AC going, so it's almost 90 here today. So yeah, I'm playing double duty, training,
Oh,
conversating, and parenting all at the same time. It's great. It's what
fun.
being a Jafra girl is all about. All right, so we're gonna end the poll and see where we are. And the winner is, I have no idea. It looks like, I don't know if everybody, maybe everybody did. Okay, so coffee and mint chocolate chip are tied, and Rocky Road was one out of the 4 that voted. All right, so now I get to tell you what that means, because it always means something.
Each flavor has a specific personality that correlates.
Exactly.
And it's pretty cool when you do that, because whoever liked like the vanilla would be like, oh my gosh, that's so her. It's just cute. It's really cute.
All right, so do you guys want to hear all of them or just the ones that got chosen? What do you think?
Just the ones that got chosen.
Okay. And I can share the link when I share the recording. I can share the link of where I found this so that you guys can have it. All right, so the first one on there is Rocky Road. So if you picked Rocky Road, and it's all, I don't know who picked what. It says, you are the aristocratic charmer. You tend to have affinity for finer things in life and look for the greatest qualities in something. You are very outgoing and are pleasant and open in social meetings. You get hurt easily for the slightest of negative comments and work best when encouraged and motivated rather than criticized and judged. Ideal partner, you are most compatible with other Rocky Road fans.
Makes sense.
All right, coffee. Hold on, let me get to it. All right, for coffee ice cream lovers, you are a lively, bouncy soul. Your personality is maidenly, bubbly, and you may be dramatic and flirtatious. Though you throw your whole self into anything you do, you tend to move on to new projects, leaving things halfway done. Being overcommitted with too many obligations may put you off and force you to abandon old things, leaving them catching dust and cobwebs. Your ideal partner is a strawberry ice cream fan.
Okay. Coffee.
All right, and mint chocolate chip. This happens to be my favorite, and this one kind of cracks me up. You are a survivalist. You are a rationalist who is more likely to keep a full stock of tinned foods before an inevitable heavy snowstorm. This means you prepare and plan ahead for your future, feeling secure only after coming up with a solid, realistic plan. You are mostly truthful, trusting, loyal, and dependable, which gives you a long-lasting and ever-binding bond with your friends and family. On the other hand, you are a bit stubborn in relationships, although you enjoy close family ties. Ideal partner, you're most compatible with other mint chocolate chip lovers.
So now it's a matchmaking game too.
Do what?
I said now it's a matchmaking game.
I know, right?
Who knew?
I know.
And like you said, Lori, there's a whole bunch of different personalities.
Yes.
You can do it. We've done it for fruit. We've done it for pizza toppings. So if you want to just have fun as an icebreaker at a party, if you kind of don't know how to start the party, or you're new and you want to be renewed and you just kind of feel like awkward, like everybody's sitting there staring at you and you're like, all right, now what do I say? It's a fun thing to do, especially if here's another theme. You could do a pizza party and somebody brings a pizza and then we talk about the different toppings and who likes what different toppings. So yeah, it's just a fun way to get people engaged and connected and kind of let everybody get a little relaxed. So it's fun.
Yes, for sure.
Lots of fun.
I think the main point of all of this is to have parties. Get together. A party does not mean you have to have 30 people or 20. It could be 3 people. It could be one girl and her 2 best friends. I mean, it doesn't have to be a ton of people. Yeah, it's great when it's 6 to 10. That's kind of a perfect little party. But less than that can work, and more than that can work. It totally depends on the hostess's personality or what you want to do. You can do open house parties. You can do drop-in parties, which is kind of like an open house, basically. You can do, like we're talking about, pool parties or whatever. Just kind of work around And like Marie said, in the summer, you kind of got to fly by the seat of your pants a little bit. You gotta be very flexible, spontaneous. Last minute really works for a lot of people because they can't even think ahead 3 days, much less a month, to plan something because they're so crazy busy. And other people really like planning. So it really just depends on your hostess and what she wants. If she wants to plan a month ahead, then you plan a month ahead, obviously. But you have to be kind of open to just, oh, we're all going to do this. Okay, I'm going to bring XYZ. This will be fun, kind of thing.
Keep it simple too, like you said, Lori.
Yes, for
I
sure.
am by default doing Jafra parties in the summer. After I got done doing my skincare presentations, everybody felt the product was heavy, it was greasy because it was hot. So what I started to do is that I have my trusty Jafra cooler here, and I put all of my skincare products with a little freezer pack inside. Oh, wrong section. I'm opening up the silverware part. But it's pretty cool because you could keep this if you're going to the park. You don't have to keep all your products in here, but here's your skincare. If you want to just keep your Royal Jelly Milk Balm in here, and when it's hot and people are sweaty and they're outside, or even in someone's house that doesn't. One of my rules now when I'm having a party is that they have to have air conditioning or a fan. Me, if nobody else, especially when it's like 110 degrees. But whatever. But even if not, when you take this Royal Jelly out of your little cooler, and even if they just put it on the back of their hand, it feels so nice and cool. And if you're doing the ice cream party with the eye creams, there's nothing like taking a nice cool eye cream and gently massaging it around your eye area. It feels so nice. And then just have them do one eye, and just from the coolness of the cream, they'll see such a difference in the depuffiness. And if they have inflammation at all, it's going to all go away, which is pretty cool. And then another thing is your skincare. Your spray, the SPF 30 is a spray. So when somebody's sitting out if you're going to the pool or the park with the kid, to meet moms with kids, feels so nice. And everybody always has to, reapply their sunscreen. So this is really cool too. And then, you could even put the baby or the baby sunscreens in here as well too, the SPF for the little kids, which is nice too. So it just gives you an opportunity to, and then if you want to throw in the margaritas, or if you want to throw in the cans of whatever, even just bottled waters. I mean, because just to rehydrate, we have to not only keep our skin, but we have to drink water to keep our skin hydrated too. So you don't look like some freak walking through the park with a bunch of just Jafra products in your cooler. But you have refreshments, you have drink, you can even have fruit in here as well too. Usually, I feel like
she's like
Little Red Riding
Hood. Yeah.
Okay, would you like a piece of my
Mary Poppins? The Mary Poppins Jafra cooler.
Yeah, but if you're going to the beach or you're going to the park anyways with a cooler, throw in a couple of Jafra products in there, because you never know when the opportunity is going to come up and you're going to be talking to somebody and they'll say, well, what's Jafra? And you could say, wow, let me show you what Jafra. I don't want to tell you what Jafra is, but let me show you what Jafra is.
That beauty setting spray is good to have in there too, because if that's cool, that's even nice.
Great. Yes, I'm standing there going, what should I put in my cooler?
Yeah.
Because at a Jafra party, that was happening to me, and I said, all right, no, because I know these products really feel great. I get it. It's hot, and especially when people are drinking too, they get even more flush. So I started just putting them in the cooler, and in this little travel cooler with a pack, and it really feels really good. Not only for but it really feels good for yourself too. So I recommend that you just put your products in the fridge like 10 or 15 minutes before you actually use them tonight, and see how good that feels on your skin. So that and you can kind of talk about and describe the feeling that they're supposed to be feeling at a Jafra party. But
for sure,
it's fun. I mean, you got to carry a bag anyway, so put it all in that. You can fit quite a bit in there as well too. So, or just go to the dollar store. Well, here we are. We're giving the dollar store another plug. And they have the lunch boxes. Or anywhere you go, if you want to get some really cute themed ones, if you're doing different types of parties,
right?
It's really cute too. So just another idea to kind of keep Jafra fun, keep yourself prepared, because you could even leave that in the car. As long as it has an ice pack in it, it won't spoil. So that you always have it too. So just cool.
Exactly.
So I keep my spa products in the car, because we're a spa on wheels, right? Mobile spa business. I went and did a delivery last weekend, And I didn't take the products in. I just took in my delivery bag. It was sprayed with the rose. The tissue in the bag was sprayed with the rose blossom. So I had some comments, and someone wanted it. And then I said, oh, well, I have my spa products in the car. Would you like a hand treatment? So I went out to the car, pulled it out, and did a hand treatment just on one girl. There was about four or five of them. Did it on one girl because this was at a hair salon, so the other ones couldn't. They were, really couldn't get out of their seat and do anything. But with the one girl trying it, and everyone's able to smell the fragrance of it, and then the girl who did it also let everyone feel her hand. They absolutely loved it. All bought the ginger sea salt. And they also saw how I did the Royal Jelly Body Complex on one arm, and they saw the difference. So I just like, the value of having my products with me in the car as we need it. Now I started to bring it all in because it is so hot now, so we're used to 75, and now it's like, oh my gosh, 80. No, it's been about 90, 95 to 100 degrees. So, and I keep saying I need to put it in the cooler, but I'm going to do that. Because I have a cooler that's in my car that I keep in there. Okay. It's just having to remember to always pull the ice out and put it in there. But love that idea.
Yeah, but it's a great idea, really, really.
Because you can do a cooler, you can do, because changing out ice isn't that bad, but if, like you said, when you have something available on the fly like that, and it's chilled, so it's not, it feels good too, especially in the summertime when it's so hot. That's a great plus. And it's like, you guys can do this at home, put this in the fridge, like Marie said, put it in the fridge for a few minutes and then put it on. It's just so refreshing.
Or if you don't want to bring a cooler, when you get to your hostess's house, if you get there early enough, throw it in her refrigerator, while the guests are coming, and then when you're ready to start, take it out of the fridge. You can do that too if you don't really want to do the whole cooler thing, but it really makes a difference, especially in the summertime, especially if they don't have air conditioning. It really makes a big difference.
Yeah. Miserable.
I put my makeup on. Yeah. I went to the refrigerator and sprayed myself with the makeup setting spray, and Sabrina goes, "You keep that in the refrigerator?" I'm like, yeah, it's summertime. I need that refreshment. So yeah, definitely.
Perfect. Yep. Or keep it in your gym bag too. I bring mine to the gym.
Yeah.
It's good when you spray. People are like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, just refreshing my sweaty face.
You can keep your nail polish in the fridge too. Keep it on your lipstick. I mean, there's just all kinds of things people don't think about because they think of the refrigerator for food. But if you have a little spot where you can put your stuff that you use in, it just keeps it nice and not melty, especially if you have no air conditioning. Not melty is a technical term, by the way.
There you go.
Yeah, like you said, I think it's just being fun, being creative, being spontaneous. And don't think about it too. Don't no pun intended, but don't sweat it out. You know what I mean? Just have fun.
Total pun intended.
Have fun with it. And you know what? If you don't, even when you're at the park and you don't want to carry all your catalogs, you know what I'd like to do is get their phone numbers and then just text them the catalogs. Yeah. And then that way you have their contact information because you've gotten their phone numbers. Which is a great way for you to build up a contact if you're working on your 100 contact list too. So don't worry about just having everything with you. Like Lori said too, they can go right to your website right there on the spot and they can order right then and there, which is even nicer.
And I love the fact that you can send them a flip book like that because it shows how simple it is and that you don't have to, even if you don't have the paper copy, that you have this digital, picture they can just flip through, which is almost as good. And it's definitely a great value to have that. And like Marie said, you're getting their contact information and it's for a good reason. You're not like, oh, can I have your number? Like, nope. Or if you're I have a digital catalog, I can text it to you real quick if you want to give me your number.
When you look duplicatable, you're having fun. Why wouldn't somebody want to do this?
Right.
Exactly. Make a contact with somebody, some young mom who's sitting there and all these are her friends and these are all their kids. So how cool. You're just sitting here, you're just talking and showing people product and making some money on the side. So
for sure.
Great opportunity thing as well too.
Do you guys have any questions? Any of the 5 of you who are here? You can unmute yourselves at any time. or any ideas that you have that you've used or tried or anything. You can do it. Kathy is like, I know I'm the only one on camera. You're waiting for me.
So there's this really neat ice cream store by our home. It's called Da Vinci, and it's all about art. You know, they offer these. You know how you have all these paint and sip type parties.
Oh yeah.
They have like ice cream. You have ice cream and you do the painting. So I've been trying to contact them. I don't think the manager will be on until tomorrow, but I wanted to talk to them about the following week, which the 15th is National Ice Cream Day, and just coming in and doing an ice cream social, you know, like let me do the eye creams for them there. But I also want to do some partnership with them because they do all the painting on their canvases, and was like, okay, well, let me show you that we have our face as a canvas, and I can come in and do some makeovers, and you know, since I really want to be able to meet the owners there and try to do some type of partnership with them. That's my goal. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try calling them again. Hopefully, I can reach the owner or manager or someone.
July is actually ice cream month.
Oh, so I have the whole month.
So you actually have the whole month, exactly, and it's a great way, like you said. Even if you know, propose to do the ice cream personality test, you know, it's just a fun way, you know, and then to also have the eye creams all set up there too, and even the fun fragrances, you know, like we have the popsicle, the one that looks like a popsicle, and the sweetie pie.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know, all those little fragrances that are kind of like, you know, fun and.
I didn't think about that popsicle fragrance.
Yeah.
You're right.
There's sweetie pie. There's a couple of the different sweetie pie ones. And you can even bring the kids ones, the Coretta and the Skid and things like that too, because there's always kids in an ice cream shop, which is nice, which is fun. They like that. I know my little granddaughters love, you know, the perfumes and even the Garden Fairy.
My daughter loves it. She was like, that's my favorite bottle.
Yeah, I know. They're just cute.
It just looks like a little magical bottle of awesomeness. It just because it's so cute and the design is so adorable.
Yep. And then even if you wanted to, I don't know if you have any of the little sample sizes, Evelyn, you know, the ones that we got, you could buy that come with the kits and stuff, you know, for the adults, the little.
Oh yeah.
You could just have those like in a little, buy like a little, you know, those little dessert cups, the little ice cream sundae cups, and stick them in there.
Dollar Tree.
At the Dollar Tree. I mean, you could really go, you know, you could even buy a pail and a shovel and decorate that way too. But,
exactly.
It's fun. It's really fun.
I mentioned that you guys are expanding my idea of what I was going to do.
Or even the sun care products, because that's always something, you know,
exactly.
Summertime. Summer protection is fun. So yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
I know I'm sitting here, you know, talking to you, saying to myself, okay, your girlfriend owns an ice cream shop. Marie.
Oh my goodness, Marie.
Hello.
That's right. Go.
After this call, I'm going to call her.
Yes, you will.
Well, there you go. Ding, 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 ding.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's fun. It's all good.
Very cool.
It's about being fun and being inventive and being creative, and just don't get stuck in that rut of thinking you have to do things the same way all the time, because you don't.
No. And being perfect. Again, you do not have to be perfect. There's no right way, perfect way to do this. And your ideas are your personality, and they're going to attract the kind of people that you're going to want to be around and service and help for the next however many years, you know. So don't worry about doing it the way we say to do it exactly, but that's all this is. It's like, take the ideas, take the suggestions, and do them tweak them to make it the way you feel comfortable or you think is fun, because that's going to attract people that also think it's fun. It's going to be good. It'll be a good thing. And when you're having fun, other people react to that. You know, if you're sitting there and you're obviously in pain because you're trying to do something that's not comfortable for you, it's, you know, that's not the same as when you're laughing. And again, you're going to be nervous the first few times. We all are. But when you are free to laugh at yourself, it basically makes you more approachable and makes people realize that they do not have to be perfect. They don't have to know everything. And just use the tools that Jafra's given us, to answer questions, and just be yourself. That's what people react to. Is they want to see real. They don't want to see a canned script. They want to see you, and they want to hear from you. So just have fun and laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you can also, I'm thinking this would be something like the ice cream with the different eye creams would be something really quick and simple, even to do on a Facebook Live thing.
Yes.
It wouldn't take a lot of time, but still it could be fun, and it could be precise, and it could be all themed too. So
exactly,
really having to overthink it too much, which is pretty cool.
Yes. So being the crafty self that I am, I'm gonna put the ice cream personality test, or the ice cream list, like with check boxes, on one side of a piece of paper, and on the other side I'm going to put what the explanations are, and I will upload that in the Consultant Mastery 101 group, so you guys have it as a double-sided something you could hand out at a party, versus obviously online on Zoom you can do this, but if you're at a party, that way you could hand it out, or you can print it in 2 different pages and then just read off the one, but you could do that. So yeah,
fun.
I'll do that for myself, so I might as well just
well, even if you had it like just a one sheet, and had it displayed at a party or at the ice cream shop, and so when people come over, after they get their ice cream, say, "Oh, I see that you like mint chocolate chip. Well, did you know?
Yeah,
you know about love mint chocolate chip, or blah 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 blah."
Mm-hmm. And there, like Marie said, there's multiple different tests. I mean, the personality one that Jackie read off was totally different than the one I read off today. So you can Google them and find one that you like the descriptions of, that you think are funnier or whatever. And you can do that, but it's just an option. There's multiple options for those, but yeah.
It's just a fun way, like you said.
Exactly.
Fun.
Cool.
Well, this was fun.
We had a good time. Did you guys have a good time?
Already?
All right. I think I will post this recording so you guys have it if you want to listen through it again and hear us jabbering again for another 40 minutes. You're welcome to, because I know how awesome it is to hear us talking to each other every Sunday night. But we are very happy you guys were here tonight. Happy that you were a part of this evening.
Yes.
And like I said, I'll post the recording in the Consultant Mastery 101 group. And I'm not sure if Jackie probably wants me to post them, maybe. I don't know. I'll post it in Consultant Mastery anyway.
Okay, perfect.
So yes, and I'll post the picture that I showed you guys of all the different parties. I'll post that in there as well. And then the link, and if I ever create, when I create the ice cream choices PDF, I'll put that in there, but that will not be right away.
Okay.
So, but I'll put the link in there so you guys can go in and create it yourselves or whatnot if you like. And hopefully you guys had fun. And we will see y'all next week.
Thank you, ladies.
All right.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. Have a great night. Bye.